Welcome to KDO's Food Carnival, Fresh Herb Bites. This speaks from my soul to you. Our society's gotten so into flavor powders, sometimes half the time, people don't even know how to work with fresh herbs, how to identify them, and put them into their food to infuse some amazing flavors. I'm here to help you with that. And at the carnival, I am going to show you so many intriguing things. Some things you may not have ever seen. And you are going to be exhilarated from your palate on out. It's so exciting. And the best thing is my good friends at Living Waters Organic Farm have sent over just a variety of product that's living still. So I can show you these sprouts and herbs that are still in their roots and trim them up and how you would add them and keep them for even a month or so. It's fascinating. I am so in love with this episode. I can't wait to get started. Let's jump in the kitchen and work with herbs. It's delicious. Welcome back to the carnival. Katie O'Reilly with Fresh Herb Bites. Fresh herbs are abound in everything I'm going to show you, but it takes your food and elevates it to an incredibly gourmet level by adding freshness. It's a trick and a natural treat. So I am going to encourage you at all costs to practice these or utilize them at home, get creative. But for today, I'm going to show you a ton of variety because I want to work with you to work those herbs in anywhere you can. It's ingenious how the flavors change. So cool, so cool. So I am going to start with eggs. Eggs with herbs. It's elevated to a whole new level. Scrambled eggs are a basic. If you just like some basic scrambled eggs, add parsley or chives like I've done here. It'll add an essence of onion. You don't have to cook them in. If somebody doesn't like them, they can have them without, but most people are gonna just love them. And they're fluffy and fun and fresh and so exciting, just with a little chive. So chives are like a thin green that is from the onion family, but it doesn't have like that pungent punch in the face that a scallion might have if it's too strong. It's much more subtle and pretty. I love pretty. Okay, eggs once again. I've gone a little extreme. I love eggs with shrimp and tomato and jalapeno and cilantro. I love to work cilantro into my eggs. A little avocado, queso fresco, and some lime. This is, oh my God, this is one of my favorite dishes, so I'm very excited about that. And just cut your shrimp so they're light, nice and bite-sized. And your cilantro, don't cook it into your eggs, toss it on top after. It's beautiful, just the leaves, not the stems. Amazing. Okay, this is even crazier. I'm taking you a whole new dimension. Shredded teriyaki chicken with mizuna. Okay, mizuna greens are an Asian green that have like a citrusy, almost slight pepperiness, like an earthiness to them. And all I've done is taken them, they're so tender and delicious. I got them straight from Living Waters, and they're one of the most beautiful greens I've ever seen. And I swear this is a real gourmet treat. And if you plant chives in your garden, they blossom in the spring and they have these beautiful flowers for decorating your plates. This shrimp, nice fluffy scrambled eggs, but that shrimp and cilantro really elevates it to a whole new level. Experiment. Herbs are so fresh, you can just taste what's going on. And I'm about to show you something else that's really cool. Toast up your variety of breads, and I've got some spreads for you, but let's start with our smoked salmon. So many people buy packaged cream cheese that's already flavored. Flavor your own with fresh herbs. If you love chives, mix chives in. I've done dill. You can get the whipped cream cheese or whip it yourself to get some air and lighter notes in there. But if you just take a piece of your bagel, look at this. Dill and lemon already mixed in, okay? Beautiful. Your guests have to do no work. You have to do no work in the morning. So fabulous. Then I've got a little smoked salmon. So lemon's already in here, dill's already in here. Those are the two best friends of smoked salmon. Then, Living Waters once again sends me 2 types of radish microgreens. These are brilliant pieces of nature. They taste like radishes, but they're little, beautiful greens. And one's a pink stem, and the other is an opal purple. And they're vibrant and bright, but peppery and radishy. It's pretty much one of the coolest things that I'm loving these microgreens, and they're organic, and they're fresh, and they're growing when you get them. I've done a strawberry basil butter and a strawberry basil cream cheese. Can go on just about anything. I actually have a little chocolate brioche here, which is super fun and exciting all in one. And I'm going to do a little touch of the butter on one half. Yum. And then separately, a little bit of the cream cheese. So delicious. It just depends on what you like better. Macerate your strawberries, which means just chop them fine and mash them a little bit. Julienne your basil. It is decadent and exciting and not a lot of work. Salads. Watermelon. Micro arugula. Tossed in with just chunks of watermelon. That's it. It adds an amazing pepperiness to your super sweet watermelon, and the look is so unique. People are going to be wondering, how did you do that? Fresh mint, cantaloupe, honeydew, honey, citrus, strawberries, and fresh mint, like I said. Brilliant. And let's not forget the ever popular smoothies. Wheatgrass is very grassy, so I've mixed it with a little bit of kiwi and some strawberries because I like a little fruity sweetness and a little orange. Everybody loves a smoothie. We will be right back with some cool sandwiches and salads, all fresh herbs. I'm so excited. Be right back. Hi, I'm Katie O'Reilly, host of Katie O's Food Carnival television show. Get menu ideas, recipes, and a chance to win tickets to our VIP events by signing up at my website, the letters KTOFoodCarnival.com. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's KTOFoodCarnival.com. Can't wait for us to meet. Herbal paradise right here. Fresh herbs galore. I'm so excited. These are some of my favorite dishes. All of them are. I've said it a million times. It's one of my favorite episodes. I love fresh herbs. So I'm so excited to bring you some really cool stuff. One of the most treasured salads is a Caesar salad, and a lot of people do it with kale. So what's going on in the trendy world? Kale Caesar. Living Waters has this kale that is like nothing I've ever seen. Usually kale is kind of really curly and firm and brisk, and it's hard on the palate. This is organically grown, and it is so tender and flat-leafed and delicious. I almost didn't want to put much dressing on it. The flavor is robust. I put a little Parmesan cheese, a little Caesar dressing, some garlic croutons, tomatoes, a little egg. It's just incredible. Hands down, the best tasting kale I've ever tasted in my entire life. You can tell. It's a family-owned farm. They grow it with love and care. Just like I say, things like out of the kitchen, it's what goes into it. Oh my God, start with a seedling and put your love into it, and you get a beautiful product. Gorgeous kale. Niçoise. Who doesn't love a niçoise? I've added tuna. I've added fresh tarragon to the niçoise dressing. So it's a Dijon tarragon vinaigrette. The greens that I've used are an array. I used that beautiful Lola Rosa lettuce, which is bright and colorful. Once again, Living Waters grows it, so it's tender and delicious. Then a mixture of greens, green beans that have been steamed, little potatoes with that tarragon dressing again, Kalamata olives, tomatoes, and then on top of the seared rear tuna, wasabi microgreens. I'm not kidding you. I've got sandwiches and potatoes with herbs. I'm gonna kind of take you through. Classic turkey club. I do it as a wrap, and then I do it with tarragon mayonnaise. Tarragon is citrusy and licoricey, and when fresh is beautiful. I put that Lola Rosa lettuce in there, so it's bright and it's crisp, but it's tender and delicious. So fun. Chimichurri is all herbs. It is literally cilantro, parsley, fresh oregano, little lemon juice, little garlic, actually lime juice. We do a lime chimichurri. Garlic, olive oil, all blended as one. It is bright and delicious with your flat iron. Look at that. That makes my palate sing. And I do that beautifully on this gorgeous ciabatta with these fabulous arugula microgreens. Once again, Living Waters, because that's the pepperiness that then comes in. It's phenomenal. So good. What do we do with our blackened mahi? Lemon mayonnaise with watercress. Fabulous. And then this is another one of the most intriguing ingredients I've seen yet. Sunflower sprouts. They taste nutty, just like sunflower seeds, but they're tender and delicious. This is one of the most unique greens I have seen. And it like has a little shell because that's what it sprouted from, just like the sunflower seeds. So cool. I put that on the blackened mahi, and I do that on a beautiful roll with that mayonnaise and watercress. It's bright, delicious, and spicy from the blackening. I'm at the seaside. I love that. Those fresh greens takes it to a whole new level. That is so craveable. A fresh caprese. Who doesn't love it? Caprese. Fresh basil, mozzarella, and tomato. But the thing is, all those ingredients have to be the best they've ever been. That basil is bright and beautiful and delicious. It's fabulous. I do a little garlic, olive oil on there, and then a nice soft roll, and we've got those radish sprouts. You're so in sandwich heaven right now. Chicken. This is my all-time favorite. I do avocado with a little basil mayo. Grilled chicken without any spicing on it. Cheddar cheese and tomato. That is one of the classics of all times. The pink radishes on that one, just save it. It's on a grilled Kaiser. It is dreamy. That basil mayo is like nothing else. And when mixed with that avocado, it's creamy, bright, delicious. People wonder what they're eating, honestly. Sweet potato fries. Love them. I do a chipotle cilantro dipping sauce with it. Little sour cream. Oh my God. Spicy, bright cilantro, decadent, with the sweetness of the sweet potato. Those are an all-time favorite. Gotta try those. Then I did thicker potato chips, homemade, you can see, with chive and Parmesan. Work those herbs. So delicious. And then my rosemary potato wedge, baked in the oven. Nice russet potatoes. I told you this was one of my favorites. Herb paradise right here. We'll be right back with more to come. I know, I'm blowing it. It's awesome. Welcome back to KDO's Fresh Herb Carnival. Awesome, crazy combinations of fresh herbs, some of my favorite flavor profiles ever. It is ingredients with freshness on freshness. Talk about layers of flavor. Let's dive in. Pork and fresh thyme. A combination, a pair, hand in hand. A beautiful treat. Roll your tenderloin in your fresh thyme. Sear it off, put it in the oven, and make a fresh thyme brown gravy. Oh, delicious and craveable. I pair that with a gnocchi, brown butter, rosemary, caramelized in a pan. So fabulous. You're working in thyme and rosemary. And then I've got some mustard greens and some of the mizuna from our living waters. That's so tender and delicious. It's vibrant, cooked down in some garlic, olive oil. Incredible. This is one of my favorite meals, and I am going to enjoy a bite of this beautiful pork tenderloin. And when cooked properly, it is melt in your mouth, tender. And the crust on this is just delectable. These gnocchi are pillow soft with a caramelized butter sauce that doesn't even seem like much of a butter. I do sprinkle with a little Parmesan, and the rosemary brings it to life. These fresh herbs are a perfect combination. And a mixture of flowers and microgreens to brighten your plate. What could be better? Moving right along. Oh my God, sing hallelujah. Fresh herbs, here we go. A filet. Would you like that Oscar style? And what does that mean exactly? Seafood, well, in this case, crab meat. With a béarnaise, which has tarragon. That's our fresh herb number one. I love it. A twice baked potato with sour cream, butter, chive, and bacon. Yum! So chives, tarragon, loving it. Grilled asparagus, grilled lemon that gets so beautiful. I've talked about it before. Grill your lemon. It is amazing to eat because it takes out that real tart, like that core and that rind. It turns into something so sweet and palatable. Still lemony and zesty, but it changes completely. So this is a beautiful treat, and I love to eat that grilled lemon, so I'm going to. But this filet Oscar style is, honestly, it's celebration food. This is one bite you can take all together, and these flavors work like a medley in your mouth. That's your celebration steak dinner. Fabulous, fresh herbs. They take you everywhere. They bring your food and pop it in your mouth. It's incredible. Okay, totally different flavor profile. Sage. Chicken saltimbocca has some beautiful sage. Some prosciutto or ham, some nice Swiss or Gruyere cheese on top of your chicken. Oh, fabulous. And I fry some sage so it's not so like tanniny on your tongue. But this I had to show you because I grew this in my own garden. And this is a sage blossom. So when you grow your sage, it's actually going to bloom. And this chicken is, everybody who's ever had a chicken saltimbocca. And I also do it with a little sage cream and a champagne sauce. Pea risotto. Okay. Ricotta, lemon pepper, and fresh cut pea tendrils. Growing as they come in. Snip, snip, snip. decorate, thank you, Living Waters. This is just about the coolest, earthiest, creamiest risotto I could ever dream of. Oh my God. Peas with pea tendrils. It's texturally perfect and beautiful. It's the earth coming alive. I mean, honestly, you're clipping it, you're putting it on. It's the coolest thing. Then I paired it with something really simple. You can do a fresh salad as a side, as a vegetable. Tomatoes, cucumbers, chives, and a champagne vinaigrette on that Lola Rosa lettuce. It's incredible. Join up on my website because I'm planning on having a pop-up restaurant, and you're going to be invited. You're going to get to dine with me. And I'm telling you, you will love what you see, and you'll meet me. We can talk food. Fun stuff. So the website, ktofoodcarnival.com. Go find me, join me, follow me. I'd love to see you, love to meet you. Sometimes a simple, you know I love it, raw, I love sushi. And now that sushi is kind of like, it can be really expensive. Sometimes just a poke, so a diced up raw fish. Not as expensive because the fish cuts aren't quite the same masterful technique. But the fish is beautifully fresh, sushi grade. And then I mix it with a little ponzu sauce, sushi rice, and then look at the toppings. Thai basil, love it. So love it. Those wasabi greens again, not wasabi paste, wasabi greens. Pickled ginger, avocado, cucumbers, and I like those fresh. And then I have some oshinko, which are like a combination of Japanese pickles, which are really, really fabulous. And this is so desirable. So not only is the Thai basil here in the leaves, I've taken the buds from the flowers and sprinkled them across. Use your herbs. This is a beautiful, beautiful example of so many different ways to use herbs, infuse them in your food, grow them in your garden. It's springtime, in the summer, they're growing constantly, flourishing. Put them in your food, pick them, cut them, design your menu around them. You cannot beat it. It is such a treasure of this earth. So let's move on because I'm going to actually show you how to tie fresh herbs into dessert. So cool. And you know I love dessert. We all do. See you soon. Be right back. Hi, I'm Katie O'Reilly, host of KDO's Food Carnival television show. Get menu ideas, recipes, and a chance to win tickets to our VIP events by signing up at my website, the letters ktofoodcarnival.com. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's ktofoodcarnival.com. Can't wait for us to meet. I'm going to show you so many cool things because it is incredible what fresh herbs can do to brighten dessert. They seem always savory, but sometimes you pair them with fresh fruit or chocolate and they get really sweet and creative. So we're going to start, because we're melting down here, homemade ice cream with fresh mint drizzled in chocolate sauce. Ooh. The fresh herbs are delectable. And if you don't want to make your own ice cream, take your favorite vanilla, mix it with your fresh herbs, freeze it, and then it'll come out and it'll blend so well for you. It'll be like you're a homemade ice cream chef. It's super cool. Great technique. Okay, moving right along. Apple pie. There's not much you need to do to apple pie. It's perfect the way it is. But let's just say we wanted to. I have done fresh thyme mixed into my whipped cream. Now, I didn't want to put it on the pie because not everybody likes it a la mode, so I put it on the side. So you've got your beautiful lattice crust apple pie, so American, and then with that fresh herb whip, it's still sweet, still decadent, but a super surprise to your palate. It's amazing. Give it a try. I think your guests are going to be really wowed. But like I said, put it on the side. No need to mix that in. Who doesn't love a bread pudding? When it is berry season, you mix those berries into your yummy bread pudding. Raspberries today. Raspberries with a wonderful fresh rosemary cream. It's a chilled cream, almost like an ice cream base. It moistens that bread pudding and brings it over the top, and then the rosemary with the raspberries. Raspberry. And raspberries are bright and they're tart, but they're sweet, and they burst in your mouth. And then the bread is kind of like that. Bread pudding can be so good when mixed with fruit because it's dense and creamy. And then that sauce, like I said, I love that sauce. Okay, and what do we have over here? Strawberry mousse, our combination kind of going back to the beginning. Strawberry and basil. Basil whip, strawberry, but sweeten up that cream. Don't just whip plain heavy cream. You need to put some sugar in there with your basil. Then sugar a strawberry. A little basil for garnish. Oh, that is creamy delight. Strawberries and basil. It is a beautiful combination. Cannot be beat. Honestly, I could just sit here and eat that. You want to try this at home. I am not kidding you. A beautiful mousse. I love mousse and I love crisp. So we are moving into blueberry crisp. And for me, blueberries, honestly, they go with tarragon. And you just dice it up and put it into that whipped cream. Don't bake it into your crisp. Put it on top. And like, you know, if you don't want to put it on like the whole thing, you can do the a la mode on the side, just like you did with the pie. A few fresh blueberries. Make sure you sugar up that cream if you're adding an herb. Blueberries and tarragon are a beautiful combination. They go hand in hand. Your palate understands it. It's amazing because there's a licoricey tendency to tarragon, like an undertone that really comes alive in dessert. And when mixed with sugar, that is so beautiful. But fresh, not artificial. I love fresh herbs. I think that this has been just such a fun journey. I hope you go out, snip them in your garden, grab them from your friend, get them at your farmer's market, call Living Waters, or find Living Waters. I think they sell at Whole Foods and some of the other markets out there. Google it, check them out. They are a family-run farm, all organic. You will love them. Their product is divine. Cannot be beat. So enjoy, have fun, good eating. See you next time on KDO's Food Carnival.